Hello everyone, myself Rajat. Welcome back to Olan Cyberbrief, your weekly roundup of India's most shocking cyber attacks, fraud, scams, and threats. We bring you facts and analysis so that you can stay one step ahead. This is episode 9 of our series, and today we are covering digital arrest scams, SIM-box fraud networks, fake gift card scams, massive organized cyber fraud rings, and finally some good news from Gurgaon. Let's get started. Our first case comes from Chandigarh. An elderly couple lost 30 lakhs after claiming they were put under call of digital arrest. The caller posed as a police officer, created fear of legal trouble, and pressurized them into transferring money to close the case. No FIR, no notice, no court orders. Just fear delivered over a phone call. This is not hacking, this is social engineering. Let's move on to a much larger operation busted by the Delhi police. A SIM box fraud racket that defrauded Indians of nearly 100 crores was busted by Delhi police. International calls were routed through these illegal SIM boxes to appear as legal Indian numbers. They appeared just like local Indian numbers. That's why people trusted the calls. Customer care, government offices, banks, all three of them were copied. The numbers looked very real, but the intent was as criminal. Our next story talks about fake gift card scams. Cybercriminals promised shopping vouchers, gift cards, and cashbacks, but asked victims to first pay a processing fee or activation fee. Once the payment was made, the gift cards never arrived, and the sellers they vanished. This is a case of small amount, low suspicion, but a very high volume fraud. Since we're talking about scale, let's look at the next case from Surat. Surat police made fresh arrest in a 1550 cyber fraud case. This case involved organized cyber gangs, money mule accounts, crypto transfers, and foreign handlers. Cybercrime today is not random, it is organized, professional, and global. Let's move on to some encouraging news. Our good news comes from Gurgaon, where the cybercrime complaints went up and the financial losses came down. This tells us one thing: early reporting and awareness actually works. I appreciate and thank all of our viewers and subscribers from Gurgaon. From all these cases, what do we learn? Let's move on to the most important section of our video. Fear is the biggest weapon. The digital arrest scam shows us that scammers succeed when they make you panic. If someone creates fear or tries to create fear, stop, analyze, step back, reach out to someone you trust and try to verify. From all the cases we have seen so far, we know that digital arrest never happens on the phone. Next up, a familiar phone number does not mean a safe caller. Simbox fraud proves that. Even local Indian numbers can be fake. Even a number that appears to be normal can no longer be trusted now. Earlier, we were only taught to not pick up international calls, but now even the local Indian numbers are not safe. Small amount scams are still scams. The gift card case shows us that how criminals are lowering the amount to lower your suspicion. If you must pay to receive a reward, it's already a red flag. Cybercrime is organized, it's not accidental. The Surat case shows us that these cybercrimes are organized, they have networks, not just individuals. And that shows us that even one mistake can have very serious consequences. Every scam, each and every scam that we discuss today tells us one thing, it screams one thing, that trust must be verified. Okay, let's move on to the next news. Not the next news, but the takeaways for our managers. Because these cases carry very heavy takeaways for the users, but an even heavy volume for these managers and our decision makers. I think I've stressed this enough, but I like to say it once more. Employees are the prime targets. Digital arrest scams show that even educated people can panic. One scared employee can bypass multiple security controls. The caller trust is kind of broken. We were actually told not to answer unknown international numbers, but now with the SIM box fraud, do we even trust the local Indian numbers? I think the companies must rethink the voice only approvals. And financial fraud does not start with small account. The gift card scam shows us that even small amounts are used as entry points. Financial team must find a way to flag even small amounts, but maybe use a pattern that can help in identifying such scams. Lastly, cyber risk is a business risk. The Surat case proves that cybercrime impacts reputation, compliance, and revenue. Cybercrime is no longer IT's job, or cybersecurity is no longer IT's job. It is a shared responsibility and very clearly a leadership responsibility, if you understand what I mean. I hope these lessons were helpful for all the managers and decision makers out there who are watching. If you learned something today, you found anything helpful, please share it with your friends and colleagues. Cybersecurity awareness can not only protect money, it can also protect trust, and it can also save lives. So please stay safe, stay alert. I'll see you next week on our next episode. Bye bye.